Us, us, us.
Sa, sa, sa.
Us, 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 us.
Sa, 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 sa.
Welcome to another episode of Feed and Brah.
Thank you, Zach. We have a wonderful guest joining us in the podcagon. Our first guest back in the new studio, and my gosh, we have rolled out the red carpet. We've got a VIP, the one and only Johnathan Schuster. How are you, Johnathan?
Yeah, I'm great. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
I just feel you just picked the closest person to this venue.
That may have had something to do with it.
That's all right.
That a proximity may have been involved. But
location.
That's what it's all about.
Thank you.
With Deborah Hutton. Was that? Does anyone remember that show?
I do remember the name Deborah Hutton.
Yeah.
Location.
Yeah.
It was a travel show.
I think
it was a real estate show.
Real estate show. Either way, fascinating.
What was the travel show?
Getaway,
that's
what
it.
was Healthy, Wealthy and Wise?
Whoa, what's that?
That must have been a Geelong
That must have been
mate.
a Geelong, Geelong special.
Yeah, Channel 31 Geelong kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
We had the Great Southeast that played on Channel 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, was there a North Queensland one?
No, we just got the Great Southeast.
Oh, you just got it?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, that was Queensland wide.
You're welcome.
We hated it up there.
Yeah, I bet. What the fucking Southeast know about creeks and...
They don't, mate. All the fucking money getting spent in Brisbane and up here. We got potholes in every road.
Oh, yeah.
That old chestnut, you know.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Now, John, how have you been, mate? What have you been up to?
Good, mate. Went through a breakup and then decided to go on a also had a planned trip to Canada for a few weeks. I found myself.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, thank God for that. So I found myself. Feel good. Found it.
Where'd you find yourself?
Just on the street of Toronto.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of legal weed.
Oh.
Man, flew in, walked in, said I like sativa, got some herb, smoked for 2 weeks straight, found myself, I'm back. And I'm feeling good.
Found yourself on the bloody couch eating chips, I reckon, mate.
Yeah.
That's what you bloody found. You potheads.
Yeah.
You bloody weed blokes. That's what you love doing.
So it was lots of fun. Was there for a wedding for my best friend from high school. Best man. Nailed the speech. Loved it.
Apparently your wedding speech, it was mostly talking about sativas, a good body high.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck you guys talk about.
Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of chat about... I don't notice a difference often, but like it all.
As long as it gets you stoned, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
All right.
How was the wedding, Shuey?
Beautiful, an old Buddhist temple sort of thing. That's
nice.
There was no sort of sometimes the bridesmaids are all told to have a particular dress. Everyone just wore what they wanted. It was sort of hands-on, which is the best way to do it. A lot of beer, a lot of, people, 150 people.
What does hands-on mean?
Yeah, when you say hands-on.
I feel like you have just they organised it themselves. Instead of getting a caterer, they just ordered pizzas, like nice pizzas and stuff. And
right.
It was probably one of the best weddings I've been to.
Was it how heavy on the Buddha stuff we're talking in this temple?
There was a big hand sculpture at the entrance, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah? So it wasn't very hands-on.
No.
Love
that.
Yes, we're cooking now, boys.
Oh, my God. Now we're fucking back.
So you were the best man.
Yep.
What were your duties? Like, what did you have to do?
I picked up the ice in the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
No, I just thought that sounds like anyone could have done that.
It's really the more we sort of describing this. Yeah, I like that they're like, we're leaving you with the most important job, John.
Yeah.
You got to go down to the servo. Should I get 2 or 3? Well, whatever you can handle, mate.
So I did that. I did the speech. And then I was just mainly there for a bit of social lubricant, chatting to the family, the friends.
Yeah.
I was definitely the best friend out of all the Geelong boys who went up there.
Yeah.
All his friends.
You're very good at that role.
Yeah. Apparently at the wedding you just sort of kept coming coming into conversations being like, gosh, you guys would be having the worst time if I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
That's what I say.
you guys ready to get lubed up?
Yeah.
Socially.
We went to the Bucks. I usually it would be my job to arrange the Bucks, but because I'm in Australia, going through a breakup, it was a bit hard. So the Canadian boys did it, and also one of the other Geelong boys was like, "Yeah, mate, we'll get." He just was all excited about organising a stripper, which no one wanted. So he then gave it to his Canadian friends, and we went to a nice lake house in the Lake District.
Ooh, gorgeous. I was going to say, it would be quite hard to organise a Bucks from Australia in Canada.
Yeah.
Having no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So we just went
You
there
wouldn't
and
be able to meet the strippers.
Yeah, because I like to vet them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sit down interview, half an hour each. Absolutely.
Hi. No, keep it on.
Yeah.
This is about your character.
Yeah. Will you shove a dildo in the groom's arsehole?
Tick.
Yeah.
Got a little pen and pad.
We kept trying to get the stripper to do that to our mate, and she said she was keen, and he said he was keen, but it never happened. So
What happened there?
someone was talking shit.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
you hate to hear
all
that.
talk. So there was no stripper at the Bucks.
Nope.
No.
We just went down the lake house, drank. He loves mushrooms, so someone organised mushrooms. I'm not a fan of them. I always freak out a bit, but I had them because I had to. And then just sat here,
Beautifully taking mushrooms.
Yeah, that's more of the best man duty stuff going out there.
just freak out on the jetty, and
Fuck.
just unable to keep up with conversation, and then sit there and like, well, I guess I'll just sit here and relax. And then you're like, am I looking weird? And then you spiral, and then you're done for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. My friend there, he was an Australian boy. He's the most Australian out. I've always said this about you. You're my most Australian friend. Would always be like, Zach, what's a crocodile like? You know, you're like, I'll tell you what, mate. So he was our most Australian mate there, and he wanted to go fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Classic Australian activity.
Yes.
So
this is the groom to be. He wanted to go fishing.
No, so it was me and two married men who I'll get into, where I stayed with them for a week.
So you went fishing with these fellas
at the Bucks.
Yeah.
So he got some line, some sinkers, a hook, and some worms.
Great.
And then he threw the line in, and I did it as well, just to
fit in.
Just to fit
like
in.
the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Well, I was on mushrooms at the time, and I'm like, this is fun. And then I
staring at the worm,
Yeah.
about to put it on the hook.
Yeah.
What am I doing? It's talking to me.
And then I just like had a realization as the lines in the water. I was like, oh man, what happens when I lift up a fish and it's like sucking for air? I was like, I can't deal with this. But luckily, the Australian boy said he would help.
And did it come to that, or you didn't catch anything?
Well, we were fishing for a little while, and then he had a nibble, and he pulled it up, and it was a snapping turtle.
Oh yes.
And they're psycho. They look like dinosaurs, and I'll show you some footage. But
Yeah,
the neck,
especially on shrooms.
oh man, it's crazy. And the neck,
It was a regular turtle.
the neck flicks back up. It like can bite the back of its shell with its neck. It's like insane, this animal. And then they managed to get the hook out and then throw the turtle back in. And then the Australian guy who's obsessed with fishing, he then rewormed his hook and then cast back in. And all these like Canadians were like, what on earth are you doing, mate?
Yeah.
You've just traumatized a snapping turtle. Why you want to keep fishing? And then he was like, it's bycatch, you know, I'm here to catch a fish. Bit of tension.
Oh no.
The Canadians left.
Yeah.
And then I sat with my mate, and I was like, you caught a turtle. That should be like a good thing. You should be happy with that. You know,
Yeah.
you went fishing
Pretty
and
good
you got the
result.
best fish ever, which is a snapping turtle.
Yeah.
And he was a bit down. He's like, oh, they're all annoyed with me. I just want to catch a fish. And he said my only redemption story now is to catch a lake salmon or a trout, rainbow trout, and then I'll cook it for the group, and then they'll like me again.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, threw his
Perfect
line back
logic.
in. caught a second snapping turtle. Yeah. This time it went in. They had to just cut the line off, and it just fucking would have maybe died. I don't know.
No,
But,
they're tough as nails. Those things, mate.
They
love that kind of stuff.
degrade. It'll be fine.
but that was
Imagine if he caught the snapping turtles. Like, I'll cook it for them.
yeah.
This will help.
Yeah.
They're gonna love this.
So it was fun, and then I stayed with those 2 Australian boys for a week, just in the shitty hotel room.
Beautiful.
And both married men.
Yes. So we're getting into our fella of the week here, by the way, guys. And Schuster's brought in this. If you want to explain
The fella of the week is a married man who just seems to be way more horny than anyone else I've ever met.
Yeah.
Just outrageously, like, ostentatiously, like, horny.
Yes.
Everything they do is, like, a horny joke.
And you would have been in a prime position for these sort of fellas being recently single.
They're just trying to they just wish they could rip your dick off your body and use it for themselves. The whole time.
Yeah, nice.
I've got other mates who are married in Geelong, and they're always the ones who always start joking. They're like, haha, maybe we should go to the strippers. Ha ha ha. And like, all right, next minute we're there. I was like, I'm pretty sure you organised it.
Yeah.
They love it.
It's one of the funniest jokes you can do.
Yeah.
Laugh about going to the strippers and then be there immediately. A great prank for all.
So I was staying with them. We originally had like separate rooms, but then our accommodation fell through. So then we stayed at this shit hotel closer to where the groom was. So it was in a better area. But just 2 double beds and 3 boys in the same room. So I made them rock, paper, scissors, and whoever won got to keep me in their bed, which was cool.
You were always the swing guy from the start.
Yeah.
You were never not sharing a bed.
Yeah. I shared a bed for 10 days, and then I was the best man, so there's sort of an insinuation that I'm probably going to like meet one of the bridesmaids or something.
Yeah.
And then the whole time they're like, mate, you need a root while you're here.
Yeah, in the bed with me.
Well, they made me download Bumble, and I started like chatting to some girls, and I like, hey, I'm here, I'm going to a wedding if anyone wants to meet up. But it was hard. I'm meeting friends, his family, we're doing things.
Yeah.
And then this girl lived 20 Ks away, and they're like, dude, just bring her back, like root her in one of these beds. So I'm like, she lived 20 Ks away. What, how long are you going to give me in this room by myself? And they're like, we'll give you 2 hours. I'm like, that's not a great deal for her. Like, we just root. And they're like, man, excuses. You're a pussy, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, this is wild.
If this was me, mate, I would run the 20K.
Yeah. And then what happened was at the end of the 2-week trip, one of the guys had a wet dream pretty much because he hadn't jerked off the whole time.
With you in the bed.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was in the other bed, thank God. And then I said, what were you doing like when we were having a shower? Like, you obviously jerk off. That's what you run the shower, but you knock one out and then you're fine for the rest of the day. I'm like, I'm shocked that you haven't even fucking done that. That's why you're talking like the way you do.
The peak married guy moves.
Yeah.
A little bit of alone time.
Just the clinical wank. Get it out.
And then the guy who had
the evil in you.
Yeah.
And then the guy who had the wet dream on the last day, his whole account was his whole social media was hacked, and he was so like he doesn't have social media anymore. And I was like, "What did you do, mate?" He's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "You clicked? I think you clicked on something."
Yeah,
oh, no.
He's been trapped by some kind of horny link.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it happened Inception style in his dream.
Yeah.
They got him all horned up.
Yeah.
DiCaprio and stuff went under.
Yeah.
And they got him so horned up in the bed next to you.
That he fucked his social media and blew his beads in the bed.
Just give us your password for your Hotmail account you made in 1995. And then we can get into your social media. And if you give it to us, we'll show you these big set of tits. He's like, oh my God.
We'll take you to the strippers.
Yeah.
So, do you know any horny married men?
Yeah, oh my God.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah, they're an awesome type, you know. In comedy, we come across a lot of them, you know. and they're great. But nothing gets me more excited than a married bloke up there doing crowd work, being like, "Oh, you two, how long you been dating? Oh, you probably fucking already, are you? It's probably so exciting for you right now. Oh, 2 months in, oh." And you're like, mate, breathe. Breathe up there.
A very good version of that too is the married guy who brags about rooting his wife.
Yeah, that's one of your all-time wife guys.
Yeah.
Where,
I mean, like, I got lucky last night. It's like, man, you're fucking married.
Yeah.
Look, in their defense, it can be a pretty exciting moment. Yeah, that's a great one. A guy that brags about rooting their wife. There's a famous one, no names, but the guy telling one of our mates, he's like, "Yeah, it's my wife's birthday tomorrow. I tell her every year, I'm like, this is my last chance to fuck a 31-year-old," or whatever year it is. It's like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell people this, really.
What's another? There's another gag like that that horny married guys like to use. Oh, anal on their birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Like, awesome, dude. That's,
Yeah.
like, your wife doesn't want to have anal sex with you, but you force her once a year on your birthday.
But it's my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, okay. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, they're sort of your horny married guys. They may be the only blokes that still like have in their calendar like steak and blowjob day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
the
is
blowjob, I've heard a few married men say that. Like, you say it's your birthday, and then they're like, "Did you get a blowy?" And you're like, "Oh my god, that's unacceptable."
Just anything.
unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because it's all like transactional by nature, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get my dick sucked because it's my birthday.
Yeah.
I want to get my
Yeah.
dick sucked because
I put the bins out.
Yeah,
Because I bought her flowers. Yeah.
I've done so much today. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Please give me a gobby while you resent the fact that you're doing it.
Yeah, and they're an awesome type of guy, and God bless you. We salute you here at Feed and Brah Investigates. The horny wife guy, one of the greats.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the sex-starved fucking freak who wants to live through any single apprentice
and
that he fucking finds at work.
Yeah, and that's the perfect storm. You know, your situation where it's like your mate, because they're always like, oh, if God forbid if I became single, you know,
or
the
if
damage
I
I
was
do.
your age.
Yeah. Like, and you're at a wedding, and you're the best man. Yeah, they really must have thought it must be all, you know.
The stars are aligning.
Yeah. You know, much like the GFC crash, too big to fail. They must have
Yeah.
been thinking the perfect storm that you had, Schuster.
Yeah.
So they
That's
really.
probably why they were so fucking disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, this guy. If it was anyone else.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. But
The only thing I fucked this week was a snapping turtle.
But yeah, had a wonderful time.
That's
It was
great.
Summer. I got a bit of a tan, I think.
Yeah, you're looking
Yeah.
fantastic.
You look
Yeah.
fucking bronzy.
Yeah.
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 You look amazing.
Yeah, is that John? You look damn
Looks more like one.
Yeah. Yon. Fuck yeah, that's exciting.
I'm going to a wedding this weekend.
Oh wow.
I'm not the best man, but I am in the groom's party.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Who do I know them?
Yeah, it's my mate Sambo.
Sambo.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, do you have any advice?
Oh yes.
No. No.
Nah.
Yeah,
just-
bring a few bags of ice.
Yeah.
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 You're not doing a speech?
Yeah, I'll do a speech at the reception.
Yep. Keep it short and sweet.
I'm good at I'm good. I did a speech at my mate's wedding last year. Fucking
Yeah.
crushed it, mate. So
Well,
I just
now
do the same
this
thing
is also
again.
a type of guy that I love. The bloke that really backs himself at a speech.
at the speech.
Yeah.
And they'll often think that I should do comedy.
Yeah.
And then cut to the most inappropriate fucking speech you've ever seen.
Yeah. Jerome Luai at
Yeah,
Tyler's
yeah,
wedding kind of stuff.
Just
Yeah.
like illegal stuff as
Yeah,
well. You're
yeah.
like, come on, what are you doing
No,
here?
because my mate who's getting married is quite a nervous fella, especially when it comes to us ripping on him and making fun of him. So he's been very strict with me about the things I say during the speech, which
Yeah.
like I would never would. I'm like, I'm not going to your wedding to embarrass you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well, I had to have a firm word because the age difference is about 10 years between my mate and his lovely wife.
Yeah.
He's 10 years older. So and I said, can I mention that you're a pedophile? And he's like, oh, I'd rather not. I was like, all right. So I didn't do that.
You didn't? Did you insinuate at all?
I didn't, but then at the end when everyone said how good the speech was, I said, yeah, but I wasn't able to do any pedo gear, and they loved it.
Yeah. That's crazy he didn't want you saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really surprising to me.
Yeah. But the reason why I think the speech was so good, the two before me, all the parents and stuff, just went 10 minutes.
Oh.
Just talking
Well, I
about-
benefited from that as well. Kind of.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of follow a few people.
Yeah.
Get in, a couple of jokes, sincere stuff, and then finish on a joke and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really see a dad. They can strap in up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly
yeah.
they're talking about where his parents met, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
we got
what's
to
going on?
fast forward this
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mate's dad actually.
We got to start with her story in high school minimum, mate. Like
Yeah,
maximum. We can't be going too deep into
Yeah, my mate's old man ended up on some fucking tangent about
Oh.
a push bike or something.
Fuck, it's
I was just
awesome.
like,
Okay. We had this dog, right?
Yeah.
Really funny little Shih Tzu.
cute little thing.
He's always mucking around. What?
Fluffy, I don't usually like those little, fluffy poofter dogs, mate. But this one, he had a bit of heart, Anyway, where was I? And then, and then you guys met, and the dog was long gone by then. And I liked you from the start, darling. I said, hey, you better marry this one, mate. But then that dog, he always used to get out and run down the street. And I thought, fuck, I better get that bloody gate fixed.
Oh yeah. So, you're like the dog. What?
Yeah.
Well,
Where's,
figured it out. It all came back.
Thanks,
together.
Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
where's
That's great.
Sambo's wedding?
It is in Byron Bay or Casuarina,
Oh,
which is
awesome.
like near there.
Yeah, sick.
I'm excited. I got my suit ready to go.
Yep.
That's why I got the haircut today.
Yep.
Trying to get fresh.
Where'd you get your hair? I had to get a haircut for the wedding. I went into an Asian place and she couldn't understand my accent, and then I struggled, and then
In Canada.
in Canada, she was Canadian Asian, and I was
Canadian.
Australian, and I spent all this
Nice,
time trying
thank
to
you.
like simplify words and everything, and I spent like ages trying to explain what I wanted to her, and then I just showed a photo, and then she's like, yeah, like a medium haircut. And I was like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You
got to make me look really nice.
Yeah.
This is a Canadian woman. Her grandparents were born in Canada.
Yeah,
yeah.
She was just like, I just a little bit off the sides.
Yeah. Sides and back bit shorter. But anyway, it was fine. I was happy with it, and then I went in the next day and thanked her again because I got a couple of compliments.
Yeah, just didn't have much on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What was it next to the fucking dispensary or what?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very close. It's insane there. There was like where I was staying. There was like 10 within a 2-minute walk. Like every cafe is closed, and they're all. I don't know how society's functioning there at the moment. It's like pretty wild.
Yeah, sounds like you had a great time.
It's like heaven. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, gosh, that's crazy. So it's kind of like Melbourne and places that sell vapes now.
Yeah.
There's no.
Man, if they're popping up everywhere. Hey,
Yeah.
there must be a bit of fucking money in vapes, Because
Yeah.
any little bit of fucking property, mate, around anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know
Vape,
if I've
smoke,
talked about
tobacco.
this one, but I saw there's one in the city at the moment, and you can get 2 vapes and a boba tea special.
Fuck, that's alright.
Oh.
It's pretty wild, and it's
that's
just like
awesome.
fully marketed out the front.
Yeah.
So much for
Is that
this.
at Melbourne Central? That little, there's like a full
that one's
on-
crazy.
The little vape corner
I think
thing.
they took it down, but the sign they had was like serial vapist. You're like, you can't be, you can't be putting that on a sign, mate.
No.
Yeah, it's down the road a bit, but yeah, it really tickled me. It's like, oh, that is the Melbourne CBD business, like just
What a
Yeah.
delight.
personified.
for the
Boba
senses.
tea and God, the balls must pop when you've sucked a
Kiwi strawberry ice.
Yeah.
Kiwi strawberry ice. The boba tea. Do you ever do boba tea?
I think I had it once. Is that the same as the big straw that you pop in?
It's got the.
I've never had it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, the balls scare me.
What's in them, man?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you make?
Yeah.
How do they get them out of the bathtub?
Yeah.
Those bath ball things.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Which, and to be fair, they actually look delicious, those things. So maybe I should give
Yeah.
boba tea a go.
There's always a line out the front. It must be good. You know, they love it.
Always a line. Yeah.
There's a vape shop in Footscray that looks like almost one of those, those American candy sort of specialty stores.
Yeah.
It's like that now. It's just set up and you go in and
That's
it's
awesome.
pretty fun
Grab
to
a
buy.
scoop.
Yeah.
Like scoop of vapes.
Yeah.
It is it's a big crossover, like a place that will sell like Captain Crunch ice cream. Like all the American sweets and vapes, they've got everything covered. Anything anyone could ever need, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything anyone could ever need at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've discussed it, but I'm still obsessed with my mate. That's the vapes, the store down the road from me now, because it's got all the American stuff, but he's like, clearly like Saudi or something. And then there's like all the like Iraqi spices and stuff, and like all these like nuts and like crazy shit, like for all these spices. That's one side. Then there's all this fucked American shit, and then there's just like huge shishas and like a glass cabinet that's locked, and you've never seen like more Rick and Morty weed apparel in your life.
Yeah,
it's just everything's covered.
What's the shop called?
I don't know. It's just opposite the ABC. If you're ever in town, come on down. It's great.
A lot of them don't
East
have
meets
names,
West.
I don't think.
No, yeah, then that might be for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just shut up and open up down there. Yeah.
All you need is a "come in, we're open" sort of sign, and that's enough, really.
And if you're feeling real fancy, chuck a serial vapor sign up there.
Yeah.
Really
You're
get 'em
really
in.
committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violent vapors.
Yeah. Yeah. You just want something that you can sort of shut down pretty quick, move on. No one needs to know.
Yeah, keep everything in the boxes.
Keep it all in the boxes, ready to go.
Keep your fucking bags packed, mate.
Keep it all. It's all good.
So like Heat, where it's like you got to leave in like 7 minutes, that sort of thing.
Yeah. They've all watched the De Niro scene in Heat.
Yeah.
Except for bank jobs, they're selling vapes and Rick and Morty grinders.
A pickle Rick pipe.
Yeah.
I hate that I started watching Rick and Morty, and I'm like, I like this show, and then I feel there was a stigma that I stopped watching it because I didn't like the stigma associated with it.
It's a great show.
You can watch the show. You just don't need to wear like
a onesie.
The most horrific t-shirts you've ever seen in your
You
life.
have to wear a Rick and Morty onesie while smoking out of a pickle Rick pipe.
Yeah. The coolest guy I've ever seen, this is the type of guy, which is the jacked nerd.
Yeah.
Now they're an awesome type of guy.
They're awesome. Big Jack
huge
nerd,
Jack guy.
Glasses, Asian girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's all like a package.
Oh yeah. And he was huge, and he was wearing a stringlet on the plane, but the stringlet was of Rick and Morty, but they were like, the Gold's Gym logo, like that famous. It's like a famous LA gym, and it's like a big, like they all have stringlets, and it's like a big jacked guy, and it's like got Gold's Gym, but it was Rick and Morty on the singlet as the jacked Gold's Gym logo, and I'm like, that's really awesome to see. That's a great meeting of culture.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it is personified by this fucking cunt on a Jetstar flight to Perth.
Yeah.
That is just sweating. Got the classic, which is, hey, as a person that has bad skin myself, but on a flight, and you got the sort of roid acne bursting through your Rick and Morty Gold's Gym stringlet. You're about to be on a 4-hour flight next to someone. It's like bit of decorum, please.
We don't want you fucking sticking to the seat at the end of this flight.
I remember being at a a bar, and I was in a group of people, and I was on the end, shunned, and then I just happened to sit next to the muscliest guy I've ever seen. And
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that night.
Were you there?
Yeah, you were right there next to me.
That's right. Good one. And then he just had the biggest muscles, and I turned to him and I said, can I ask you some muscle questions? And he's like, yeah, right. And I said, when I do a little bit of activity, I'm a bit sore the next day. I said, how often are you sore? He's like, every day, mate. And then I was like, that's interesting. And then I started talking about like why he's like so muscly. And then he's like, yeah, I used to be bullied a bit, so I decided to put on some muscles. And I said, how's that going for you now? And he's like, mate, now everyone wants to fight me even more because he's like the muscly guy. He's like, man, it hasn't worked. I'm like, that's so annoying. If you just stayed weak like me, everyone wouldn't see me as a threat. Anyway, it's funny.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you told him you should have stayed weak like me.
Yeah. Because now I'm about to bash you, brother.
Yeah.
I want a fucking piece of you, mate.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah, God, the Jack nerd, it is awesome. I'll tell you another place you can see this type of guy. And when I worked, when I used to do festival and expo work and stuff, I worked at a few of the what is it, like Supernova and PAX, you know, where they come in cosplay.
Yeah, the big nerd conventions.
Yeah, and these blokes that are nerds but have a bit of muscle, they really get excited.
That's their time to fucking shine, man.
You know, they're sort of like, I'm like a superhero.
Yeah, no padding in this costume, bitch.
I'm huge, yeah. And I assume they're treated like gods.
Yeah.
Well, not the kings. The kings.
What do they smell like, those places? I'm thinking like BO and 2-minute noodles.
They don't smell good.
Yeah.
They don't smell great. Yeah, it's an assault on the senses.
It'd probably smell like this room right now, though, to be honest. We're pretty, let's be honest, we're not the cleanest boys.
Oh,
no, I'm not casting aspersions at all. I'm just curious.
Yeah, no. I didn't say it smells better than I smell. I just said it doesn't smell great in general. But yeah, there's a lot of, it's not only the smell, it's the sights, it's all the costumes, and the sound is also insufferable because it's like just banks and banks of video games all being blasted. They've all got the sound on. So I remember I worked at one was for a new Star Wars video game. Oh my God, and they were so fired up to get in and trial it. And just every screen was blasting everyone's fucking... And you're like, oh, this is brutal. And they're like, excuse me. And it's like, okay, that's your turn. They're like, sir, good sir, my man. You're like, get off. I've got 1,000 more fucking nerds here who want to have a go on the Star Wars game. Here you go. You've had your turn. Like, oh, my good man. Yeah, it was a hell of a time in my life.
Have you ever been to one of those?
Yeah, I've been to a couple of the, whatever they're called, the ones at
Comic
the
Con?
showgrounds. Yeah.
Or PAX?
No, not PAX. I'm more interested in PAX now that I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
Is PAX the video game one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fun. Not when you work.
Well, not when you're working for $14 bucks. Wearing a fucking...
It just feels...
I had to wear it.
costume.
Yeah, it's a bit great.
I feel like the American one, though, they have celebrities come in and show a trailer for a new one, but the Australian one's almost like just all the shops, mainly with comic book shops, that they have stalls. It's more like they're just there to buy shit rather than going to a few different stores in the city of... You know what I mean? It's more of a stall thing, and then they might have some talk. But when I was there, it was like the guy from the Terminator that isn't Arnold.
Oh.
And everyone was like, "What's it like working with Arnold?" He's like, actually watched the film, we only shared one scene, so I don't know. I've never really met him. And then it's just like, what else have you been? He's like, oh, I've got stuff coming out. And you're like, oh God.
Which guy? The guy in Terminator 1 or 2?
One, the main guy. Who's not Arnie.
Oh, in
Kyle Reese, whoever that guy is.
Oh, right. In the original Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
But he'd be so rich from that movie, so good on him. But, but then,
At least make a story up, I reckon.
Yeah.
You go into these
But you would get asked that all the time.
Yeah.
So just have a better
have
story.
something
man.
ready to go.
Just be like, I saw him fucking his housemate.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know?
And the other guy was the guy who maybe voiced Bender or something, and he just did the voice the whole time, and everyone was fucking losing it.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that's what they fucking came here for.
Yeah.
And then say some quote from the show and just like standing ovation. It'd be so good. You know when you see a celebrity on maybe like the Good Friday appeal, and they're like, I'll donate $20 if Daryl Summers dances, and then a celebrity dances and everyone goes fucking wild for some reason. It was like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. I imagine The Simpsons must be like that if you're the voice actors on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Bring back a poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, what a rush.
It was fun.
That's exciting. Did Bender look like the robot?
I forget what I think he was a bit overweight.
No.
Was he?
No,
I don't know. I forget. Yeah.
It's like, I can picture
Sitting in the
that.
studio the whole time, just talking into a mic, put on a few
Passing out a few
kgs.
Benders. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, Bender, what a character. Yeah, that is exciting. Well, that's the... Zach
That's
was
something
very
I wanted to
stressed.
talk about, but I fucking can't remember it.
If you're not seeing the footage, Zach looks like a really bad like a B grade soap drama where they do the full. He's pressing his temples like.
Well, I had it on the tip of my fucking tongue just then, but then all that Bender chat just fucking threw me off,
You
mate.
just started remembering a Ripper Futurama.
Yeah,
raps.
100%.
Yeah,
Amazon
Bender.
episode.
Yeah. He's always smoking cigars and stealing stuff.
He is a very cool robot.
He's one of the coolest, naughtiest robots ever.
Yeah.
People would be less scared of AI if they're all like Bender.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember when that new show came out, the graining show. It's like set in olden times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another I think it's Bart Simpson, like a naughty boy, and then they made a naughty robot, and now it's like that little hell demon is like a bit naughty as well.
A naughty elf.
No, it was sort of like this 2D black sort of.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
yeah.
smokes as well. They're always smoking.
Yeah, you got to have a naughty little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just such a.
Now that's a great type of guy. A naughty little guy.
A naughty little fella.
Our third type of guy this episode is just a naughty little boy.
Yeah, just
running
a guy
around,
that's always
being
up to
cheeky.
fucking no good.
Being cheeky.
But people love naughty characters that aren't usually naughty. And this one was like this demon thing. And I think it would have been released on Netflix. And we were talking about how it's like, I bet you there's a tattoo already. And then we Googled it and it was like, already guys. They've only seen 2 episodes. And they're like, I love that naughty thing. And they're just like...
Yeah, it's like, you blew the lid a bit too quickly on the disenchanted tattoo.
Yeah.
It didn't really blow up quite as big as The Simpsons and shit.
One of my favorite things to look at on Twitter is people like freaking out or like removing their Harry Potter tattoos or being conflicted over their tattoos due to J.K. Rowling's
chill opinions.
Yeah, fucking real chill opinions.
New take. Yeah, that is exciting. Well, and I imagine there was like quite a group of people that called their kids Hermione and shit. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Like,
it's awesome. It's actually fucking incredible when you stop and think about it a bit. That someone like she influenced an entire generation of kids, like more than any other author or filmmaker, or maybe not filmmaker with Star Wars and shit like that, but like she had a massive effect on like an entire generation of kids, and now she's like got views that most people don't agree with. So it's just caused like fucking turmoil.
It's
in
chaos.
It's fucking incredible stuff.
It's
really
exciting shit. Really.
Because when she came out and was like, Dumbledore's gay, everyone was like, yeah, awesome.
Cool,
and then the next thing was like, women aren't men or whatever the next one is. And everyone was like, hang on a second. It was crazy.
Wait, what character is this about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome when she just started like like after the fact, adding a bit more stuff in. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Just
Yeah.
retconning the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Dumbledore was sucking cock the whole time.
Yeah.
It was just off page.
Yeah. You had to read between the lines, but it was there. It was all there actually, and it's good.
Yeah, and also trans people should die.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
what?
Wait, people can turn into cats and wolves and shit, but none of that. That stuff's too far.
Yeah.
That's sickening what you... Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Have you remembered what you're going to say yet, Zach? We're just filling in time.
It's fucking gone, mate. Sorry.
Oh, fuck, man.
Sorry, boys.
Well, everyone else, just imagine
just some of the fucking sick, twisted ideas that we might fucking formulate in here.
Yeah.
Whatever you think...
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, whatever you think the funniest thing in the world would be, that's what Zach was going to say.
Double it.
Double it.
Yeah.
And he's going to remember it for next week, and you're going to be blown away by how funny it is.
It's going to be really, really top-notch.
Top shelf shit.
Anything... Have you ever... any ideas of things I should do while I'm in the northern beaches area of New South Wales?
Come to Splendor and see me, because I'll be there.
Yeah, I could, hey. Could zip down on the
Zip
Saturday.
down. Or maybe I'll zip out.
You could do.
Yeah.
Come to Kingscliff on the Saturday.
Oh, that probably would be nicer.
Yeah. Are you excited for Splendor this year?
Oh,
Let's
I'm
talk
excited.
about that.
I'm excited.
It looks like it's going to be a little bit better than last year.
Slightly better weather than we copped, mate. Yes, that's the plan.
And you're going? Are you going?
No, I'm not going.
Damn.
Lost that in the divorce.
Yeah.
Splendor. Yeah, well. Oh, well.
That's all right, man. It fucking sucks anyway.
Yeah, it'll be shit.
You want to come to the wedding?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell... I'll tell Sambo that you're very upset that you didn't get an invite.
Yeah.
I could.
I mean...
You could get one still.
Well...
You probably could, actually.
Would he... What, this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a bit-
I would like an invite and then I can say no. But it would be nice to have
wow.
an invite.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, right.
We'll see.
Gosh, that's a
I'm-
man who wants it all. The bloke's addicted to weddings right now.
Yeah.
John's
Yeah,
like,
it's-
I'll come on the one condition. I become the best man.
Was there, like, a magical vibe?
So
some
magical.
Like, you know, like some
Yeah.
weddings are kind of shit, but then
Yeah.
sometimes there's just like...
I got emotional when we just did the run through.
Yeah.
It was like so sweet. Everyone came together. It was
The reception, there was good vibes.
reception. That because he's in music, there was a bunch of DJs.
Did anyone do any drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
And then there was lighting
we got the-
set up,
the-
and then
Bob Marley over here. He'd have been...
Yeah, but that's not even a drug in
Yeah,
Canada.
true.
there was Class A.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
What
yeah,
weed?
brother.
Class Z.
Class W, bro.
Hell
Yeah. But yeah, it was super sweet, and everyone had a wonderful time. And there was no. I feel like every other wedding I've been into, there's always like one semi fuckwit or one
Yeah.
Well,
worst,
there's always family. Like,
worst
there's
on ground.
yeah.
So there was none of that. So it was pretty
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, that's always awesome. When someone's just it's like, what is going on here, mate?
Yeah.
Well, it's always hard because, like in your personal life, like you usually try and avoid being friends with fuckwits. Although everyone's got a couple of fuckwit mates because you grow up with them and you're like, yeah, he's a fuckwit, but I've known him since we were kids.
Yeah.
But but
He's
with-
actually way worse when you get to know him.
Yeah.
yeah, he's behaving himself right now. But family, it's hard because everyone's related to a fuckwit,
Yeah.
and they can be tough to not invite. You know,
And
Yeah.
if you don't invite them, they'll turn up and it'll be way worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
or they'll just be a fuckwit
Yeah.
Yeah.
in your life in general, more so. You know,
Yeah.
Mm.
That's so true.
they'll target fuckwit attacks towards you.
Yeah. Spooky.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
hard stuff.
It'll be.
So no one ruined it. No one objected.
Nah, it was all good. Everyone had a fun time. It was cute. It was magical. It
Yeah.
was maybe one of my favourites.
Well, that's good stuff, mate. I hope that I have a similar tale to tell after this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Yeah,
It's going to be beautiful.
should be good.
And we'll all be coming along from Splendor. I'll be in my rave gear, popping in unannounced.
Man, that's going to be good. That'll be good Splendor this year because it's not going to be flooded as fuck.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be water and drinking water,
Yeah.
not rainwater. Yeah, it's the bar is set really high this year.
Do you know how many tickets they've sold? There'd be a lot of angry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it flew sales.
Yeah.
I don't think it rushed to being sold out. Put it that way.
Yeah. No, I reckon I'm actually quite jealous because last year was shit. It was still fun, but it was what it was. And I think everyone there this year is going to be very appreciative of what they have. And I think the vibe's going to be fucking high, mate. Especially with a bloke like you on the ground.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing the John Schuster vibe.
Yeah.
The social lubricant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Making sure everyone's having fun.
Yeah, I don't think that's what people mean when they call you greasy, man.
No. No, I think that's it.
We had a fun time last year at Splendor.
We did,
But I knew a guy who was just a normal patron, and I saw him maybe a month later. And I said, "How have you been?" And we didn't know each other.
He's like, "I've been in hospital with cholera."
He said, I'm still recovering.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
He had the worst time, slept in his car, and it got bogged, and just like he slept just the whole time.
I saw some fucking harrowing scenes
Yeah.
walking through the campsites there last year. Just like people's tents, just mud, like just fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
People living like fucking pigs, man.
It's no good.
One of my favourite things to do, I don't know if I mentioned it on the pod last year, but one of my favourite things to do at Splendor last year, as me and Sambo would do this, is we'd have a nice shower in the morning and get real clean, and then just go stand near the front gate where everyone's just covered in mud and disgusting and just feel way better than all of them.
Yeah. Cop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some grubby stuff going through.
Yeah.
It's like last year. It's like, the one guy that's like, "Fuck, I'm king of the world," and like dives through the mud, and then it's like, "Yeah, look at me, I'm head to toe covered in mud," and it's like, oh, mate,
Yeah.
you will pay for this.
Yeah.
This isn't going to end well.
Woodstock in the 70s, like you're trying to create like a muddy fucking festival, you loser. Like,
Yeah.
just-
Next to a thing called the Smirnoff tent.
yeah.
This is so peace and love, dude. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm spewing. I'm going to miss the Smirnoff tent this year.
Yeah, man. It's always exciting there.
It's good in there,
A
mate.
few double blacks.
Yeah. A couple of fucking vodka Red Bulls.
Yeah, mate. G'day, girls. I remember, the Smirnoff tent. You remember last year? It had all, like, it has a big balcony thing, and it was all white floors. And I just remember this poor girl was just there mopping, but she's just mopping all,
Just spread the mud around.
Like John, it's like, oh, sweetie, I think we've got to give up on the all white floor dream pretty quick.
What's that like art robot that like has to paint up the blood that it just can never end? It's like that thing. Do you know that one?
I don't know what that is.
It's like this harrowing robot like trying to sweep up this like red paint that keeps overflowing, and it will never be able to do it.
It's like it's oil or something, and when
Yeah.
it first started, it would do a little dance, and every time it did a little dance, like more oil would come out, and now it's like
It's just stuck in a
it's
loop.
like in this loop of trying to get oil back.
That's awesome.
Which is, a great metaphor for Splendor.
Yeah.
when you're going too hard the first night.
Yeah. Constantly trying to find your oil for the rest of the
Yes,
day.
you gotta find
Rest of
your
the
oil.
trip.
Find your oil, mate.
What else do we need to address on this episode before we wrap it up, mate? Is there any pressing... I fucking wish I could fucking remember what... And you know what? I mean, we do this every single week. Afterwards, we go, oh, fuck, we were going to...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. One thing that I wanted to talk about last week that we didn't get to, and this is just quick, I think we can finish on this, is that there was another shooting in my neighbourhood in Townsville.
Oh, God.
Well, I don't know if it was a shooting, but there was a bloke with a gun running around, which sounds very, like, scary, but, like, it happens probably once every 7 to 8 years in my neighbourhood. Like, some bloke will fight with his wife, and then he'll start letting off rounds, and then it'll be a big story throughout the whole neighbourhood, and then it just blows over.
Yeah.
One of the guys, I bought my childhood dog off.
Wow.
After he got out of jail.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Pretty cool stuff.
Did anyone die?
No one's ever been shot. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. No one's ever been shot or injured. But it's always just been like an angry probably horny married men.
Yeah.
Just
Or
let-
just shooting and then missing them.
Yeah, not shooting at them, just carrying on, letting off some rounds.
Yeah.
And then
people
getting-
got to listen to you when you grumpily walking around with a gun.
Yeah, that's
People
it.
are suddenly like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, mate, we'll listen.
It's a real attention grabber.
Yeah. It really piques people's interest.
That's an awesome idea for like a video, like help with your self-confidence. Like, do you feel like people don't listen to you? People don't respect you?
Yeah.
Here, follow these 2 tips. 1, carry a gun.
Yeah. Go for a walk and make some demands. People are suddenly very interested in what you got to say.
Man, we love to give bad advice on this podcast, don't we, Huey?
No, everything is really good.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one of the better pieces of advice we've ever given.
Because you know what? After I think it was last ep, or maybe the episode before that, where we were like talking about being weird, and then if you are weird,
Yeah.
lean into it and
Yeah.
be weird to the people that are bullying you.
Yeah. You
You
got
know how funny that would have been to tell to an actual child.
Yeah. Yeah, don't you think that's good advice? So
I
just like,
don't really understand.
Well,
Well,
it
we're
was-
just saying, like, if you're getting bullied at school,
For being weird.
be just
Even more weird.
be
like
really
psycho
weird.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and
So-
Yeah.
like maybe at times, like pretend you're a little animal.
Yeah.
and you scurry around.
Ah, the
and-
disability weird.
Yeah.
Bullies hate when
Ding,
you
ding, ding,
hiss
ding,
at them.
Yeah, hiss at them, like do like stuff like that, and then everyone will love you.
Yeah.
Will come around big time.
And you will be respected.
Yeah.
And it works way better than getting in shape
Yeah,
and getting
well,
muscly. Because as we
exactly,
heard,
as
one,
we've learned.
if you get muscly, people come at the king, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So really double down on that. Be a little weirdo. Get a gun and be weird. And then you're in the perfect storm of what we call about to get a Michael Moore documentary made about you. So that's what I say. You double up on all our advice, and you've got the perfect storm of a great situation. for
Yeah.
yourself.
And everyone benefits because Michael Moore makes great films.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Yep, and you will be remembered.
Yes. Valet.
All
All right. And
well-
on that note, why don't we fucking put this fucking podcast in the shed, mate?
Yes.
Let's park it up.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, John.
Thanks for having me. It's fun to chat. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. It was great to
Yeah.
catch up,
Yeah.
Shuey.
Yeah, that's how we have our catch-ups.
Yeah.
Get the few mics in front.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. We don't let a fucking interaction go to waste around
Yeah,
here,
no.
mate.
Yeah.
No. Precious. Precious resource, the chat.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, and spread the fucking good word. And anything else, Huey?
John and I will be going to Brisbane whenever you're listening to this, sort of mid-September. We're doing a big Huey's footy show, and I'm doing a solo show. I'll put the bios and the links in my Instagram and all that stuff. But please come if you're in Brisbane. We've got some shows coming up. I think John's doing Fat and Skinny there
I'm
as
doing
well.
Fat and Skinny there maybe 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah, so
Aaron Gox, Fat and Skinny. It's a blast.
In September?
Yep.
I'm going to be in Brisbane in September, like the 8th or something as well. So
Oh,
if you're
shit, I
listening in Brisbane, fucking keep your eyes and ears peeled
we are coming.
because the boys are coming home.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be a... Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to organise
Yeah,
this. We're hanging out.
we can talk about
Yeah,
the
all right.
specifics after, but
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for
The 8th.
listening. And
Yeah,
until
sick.
next week.
keep them up.